Makakusap naman natin si Attorney Christian Monsod, isa sa mga nagabalangkas ng 1987 Constitution. Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Attorney Monsod. Attorney Monsod.
Magandang umaga po. Good morning.
Magandang umaga po. Base po sa available information sa atin tungkol sa mga nangyayari sa Marawi City, tingin nyo ba may sapat na basehan para magdeklara ng martial law si Pangulong Duterte sa buong Mindanao?
Well, alam niyo from what I'm hearing, it doesn't look as if it is a rebellion under Section 134 of the Revised Penal Code. Kasi sabi sa Constitution natin, can only be declared in the case of rebellion or invasion. Tinanggal na po yung phrase or imminent danger thereof. Pero the President certainly, as Commander-in-Chief, can call the armed forces to suppress or prevent lawless violence. This sounds like lawless violence to me, more than rebellion. Because rebellion has a specific definition in law, that it is rising publicly, taking arms against the government for the purpose of removing from the allegiance to the government or its body, or any of body of land, naval or other armed forces, depriving the chief executive or the legislature wholly or partially of any of their powers or prerogatives. And from what I hear, Marawi is still under the control of the local government, and that the military is well positioned there to address any kind of violence or terrorism that may be contemplated by these elements.
Okay. Sir, sinabi po ng Pangulo doon sa isang panayam sa kanya, sinabi niya na yung martial law daw na diniklara niya ngayon will not be any different from yung martial law na idiniklara raw ni dating Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos.
Well, I'm very sorry that the President said that, because the provision on martial law under the 1935 Constitution and under the 1987 Constitution are very, very different. And he is declaring martial law today. So he cannot invoke the 1935 Constitution anymore. And moreover, yung pong 1935 Constitution was precisely the provision that enabled Marcos to declare martial law. And look what happened to our country. It is unfortunate that he thinks that is an assurance to us that there will be no abuses because it is similar to the martial law of Marcos. It'd be exactly the opposite. We're precisely afraid of the abuses that were done during martial law of Marcos.
Okay, Attorney Monsod, sinasabi niya nga, mukhang mahina nga ang basehan ngayon ng martial law. So, under our Constitution...
Iba po ang provision eh. The provision of martial law under the 1935 and 1987 Constitution are precisely made different by the Constitutional Commission. Naglagay po kami ng mga limitations and safeguards precisely to avoid a martial law under the 1935 Constitution declared by Marcos.
Okay, well, under the 1987 Constitution nga, one of the safeguards is this review by Congress. So, ano ba yung mga detalye tungkol dito? How long can Congress review, and can they revoke martial law?
Yes, Congress may revoke martial law, and immediate yan. In fact, under the Constitution, the Congress can meet without need of a call. Must meet in session within 24 hours. Without need of a notice or a call. So, automatic yan. Kailangan they must meet within 24 hours.
Okay.
And it's going to be Congress, but that's the only constitutional provision that requires a joint vote. In other words, the senators and the congressmen all have one vote in a joint vote. And then there is also the safeguard of the Supreme Court. That anybody can file a petition in the Supreme Court to question the factual basis, sufficiency of the factual basis, and the Supreme Court must act within 30 days. But even these safeguards, like Congress will certainly take while. No, I mean, in the case of Arroyo, they discuss it for days, and Supreme Court is 30 days. Abuses can already be done. So the first line of defense of the people with respect to their rights is precisely the restraint by the president of using powers, martial law powers. Even if it is just for 30 days, a lot of things can happen. And what I'm afraid of is that what President Duterte is doing is he's testing the boundaries of his prerogatives because he really has an authoritarian bent. And, you know, that's dangerous. And it should not be allowed to be done. You know, during Cory Aquino's time, there were a lot of rebellion, there was a coup, and so on and so forth. She never declared martial law. She only called the armed forces because she understood that presidential restraint of extraordinary powers and not testing the boundaries of prerogatives is the one that strengthens our democratic institutions. This will weaken our democratic institutions if Duterte continues with this and tries to rationalize or justify this.
Okay. And with that, maraming salamat po sa inyong opinion, Attorney Christian Monsod. Thank you,
Salamat
sir,
po.
for your time.
Thank you.